Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class.
Good morning,
How are you today?
I'm good.
What about you? How about you?
I'm also doing good. Thank you so much for asking me. Okay. Before we start our learning today, I would like us to pray together so that the material that we receive is jadi materi yang kita terima itu akan ada berkahnya, ada hikmahnya buat kalian semua, oke? Oke, so praying is starting. Amin. Okay, but before we start to the material, I would like to check your presents for today class. Okay, I will call your name and please give me a response if you are in here.
Alright.
Okay. Ira. Me, miss. Alright. So, Raka.
I'm here.
Alright, thank you. And then.
Present name.
Alright. Okay. Is there any student that who didn't come to this class?
No, miss.
Okay. So, thank you so much for your present in this class. Let's move to the material today. So, can you see the screen here?
Yes.
Alright. So, as you can see in here, the title is The Aim and the Dog. And there is a little box that says short story. So, today we will learn about short story. Next is first of all, I would like to ask you first that do you like to read a story?
Yeah.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so if so, what story do you like to read? Can anybody answer it?
Fiction story.
Yeah, fiction story. What kind of fiction? And can you give me example of fiction story that you read?
Maybe like Harry Potter.
I know that story too. That is a great story that many people read. Okay. To give us more to give us more information about short story. In here I have a video of story with title The Ant and the Dog. Jadi seekor semut dan seekor merpati. So I want you to watch the video first and let's talk about the video later, okay?
Alright.
Start the video. Can you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Okay, and can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's start the video. You can focus and watch the video first.
And the dove. Once upon a time, a very thirsty ant was drinking water from the river. Suddenly, the ant lost his balance and fell into the river water. the story? One good deed deserves another.
Alright. So that is the example video of short story. Now, first of all, I will tell the story. So, the ant and the dove. Jadi cerita the ant dan dove ini atau cerita seekor semut dan merpati ini menceritakan tentang pertama-tama itu ada seekor semut yang sedang minum air di sebuah sungai. Akan tetapi dia kehilangan keseimbangan tubuhnya dan dia terjatuh ke dalam sungai. Semut yang malang itu pun berteriak memohon bantuan karena ia tidak bisa berenang dalam air. Merpati melihat bahwa semut itu membutuhkan bantuan dan dia menjatuhkan sebuah daun untuk semut itu layak dan sehingga dia bisa selamat. Dan si semut ini pun berterima kasih karena merpati sudah membantunya sehingga dia selamat dari kejadian tersebut. Dan pada keesokan harinya si semut ini melihat ada seorang pemburu yang sedang mengarahkan panahnya ke arah merpati yang sedang terdiam dan keserambi. Nah, semut itu pun merasa bahwa dia harus membalas budi kebaikan dari merpati yang telah membantunya kemarin. Jadi semut ini pun menolong merpati tersebut dengan cara menggigit kaki dari pemburu tersebut. Dan akhirnya panah yang diarahkan pemburu tersebut meleset dari merpati tersebut dan merpati tersebut dapat pergi menghindari pemburu tersebut. Dan akhirnya semut dan merpati tersebut pun menjadi teman selama-lamanya. Okay, so first of all, I would like to ask some question related to our material, and also related to the video that you have been watched before. The first, it's a simple question. Can anybody remember what's the character in this story before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who wants to
Dandan.
try? Okay, then you can try to
Alright, the
answer.
first, then Raka.
Okay.
So, the first is Ant
Yeah.
and Hunter
Yeah.
and what? Raka?
Dove.
Can you?
The dove.
Yeah, so that these three characters in here. The first one is the ant. Yeah, right. Si semut yang tadi membutuhkan bantuan. The second one is dove. Dove itu merpati yang membantu dan balas kebaikan oleh semut. Dan yang lain pemburu yang menjadi salah satu villain dari cerita ini. And what about the conflict? Anybody who wants to answer what's the conflict in the video before?
Tidak.
Okay.
The conflict in the story when the ant lost keseimbangan and jump to the water and he tried to meminta bantuan kepada burung and the last dia berhasil terselamatkan.
Oh,
And the conflict kedua
yes.
is when the dog akan dipanah oleh si pemburu
Yeah.
dan dibantu oleh semut.
Okay, thank you so much, Ira, for your answer. That was a good answer. Yeah, so the conflict in here is two. The first one is when the ant is fell into the river and the dog help her or help the ant. And the second conflict is when hunter is trying to hunt the dog. So the ant should help the dog. And the last is what is the setting in the story for like the setting place or setting time? You can answer it. Anybody who wants to answer?
Me.
Okay, Raka?
Setting of place. Maybe in forest.
Yeah.
And then in the river.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, so in here because it's still a fable or story of what is it? Animal. So it takes place in forest, and I think the setting place is the first day and the second day. So in the morning and in the afternoon. In the morning in the first day and in the afternoon in the second day. Alright, so that's the Q&A question related to the video that have been watched. So first, I will tell you the material about short story. So, a short story is a work of prose fiction that can usually be read in one sitting and focuses on isolated event or series in considered interrelated events with intention of evoking an effect or mood. Jadi short story ini sebuah cerita yang bisa kita selesaikan dalam satu kali hidup. Jadi kayak misalkan you bored and you feel like I need to read something and you read a short story. It can be finished when you only sitting in one time. Okay? And also short story itu tujuannya itu untuk merubah suasana ataupun membangkitkan suasana atau mood seseorang yang membacanya. And short story are the one of the oldest type of literature and have existed in the form of legends, mythical tales, folk tales, fairy tales, fables, anecdotes, and in various ancient communities throughout the world. Jadi short story ini banyak sekali bisa dibilang banyak sekali bentuknya. Adapun yang kayak tadi kita lihat sebelumnya itu fable, cerita tentang hewan, ada juga tentang cerita-cerita legenda, dan juga ada tentang cerita-cerita yang sering dibicarakan dari mulut ke mulut. Next is structure. Every text has structure. So, in short story, it has three structure. Generally, short story have the following structures. The first one is orientation. Orientation introducing participant and informing them of the time and place. Jadi pada bagian introduction ini atau bagian introduksi ini kalian akan diperkenalkan lebih dahulu tentang karakternya siapa dan juga setting tempat dan setting waktunya akan berjalan di mana. And the second one is complication. Complication is exploring conflict in the story. This shows the rising crisis and climax of the story. Jadi pada bagian complication ini mulai jika tadi diperkenalkan terlebih dahulu di bagian introduksi siapa yang akan karakternya. Nah, bagian komplikasi ini mulai diceritakan bagaimana konflik yang akan dihadapi oleh karakter tersebut dan bagaimana si masalah itu pun akan diselesaikan nantinya. And the last one is resolution. Resolution show how the participant in the story resolve the crisis for better or worse. Jadi pada bagian resolusi ini akan ditunjukkan bagaimana masalah tersebut diselesaikan pada akhirnya, baik itu berakhiran nantinya akan memiliki akhir yang bahagia maupun akhirat yang buruk ataupun yang tidak begitu bahagia. And now in short story it has 5 key elements ataupun poin-poin yang ada dalam elemen-elemen penting yang ada dalam short story. The first one is characters. Characters yang tadi seperti kalian sudah pahami itu siapa yang berperan. So, a character is a person or sometimes an animal who takes part in the action of short story or other literary work. Jadi, pada bagian character ini tentang siapa yang akan berperan, siapa yang akan menjalani cerita tersebut. And next is setting. Setting is the time and place that the story occurs. Jadi, setting itu pada hari apa, pada pukul berapa, ataupun pada tempatnya di mana si cerita itu berjalan. Seperti yang tadi diceritakan di Edo, ceritanya itu berjalan di hutan dan setting waktu itu ada yang pada pagi hari dan pada siang hari. And next is conflict. Conflict is any of the problems that the character encounters in story. Jadi konflik ini masalah apa sih yang dihadapi dari cerita tersebut. Misalkan karakter itu menghadapi cerita konfliknya itu dia bermusuhan dengan temannya, ataupun seperti yang tadi konfliknya itu seekor pemburu yang hendak memburu merpati. And next, the fourth one is theme. Theme is the meaning behind events and characters action in story. Jadi pada bagian itu temanya, jadi cerita sebenarnya ingin bertemakan tentang apa sih? Mungkin saja bisa saja bertemakan tentang persahabatan ataupun tentang lingkungan keluarga dan lain-lain. And the last one is plot. Plot is a pattern of events that develop from the interaction between characters. Jadi plot ini jalannya cerita yang berjalan dan juga bagaimana interaksi antar setiap karakternya. Okay, so that's all the material. Now let's try to read example of short story. In here, I have 2 short story. The first one is about the fox and the grapes, and the second one is the ant and the grasshopper. I want to do it with pairs, but we missing one person, so I think this one will be read by 2 people, and this one will be read by one person. Who wants to do it with parents? Who wants to do it with well,
I want to do it two people.
okay. Ira, you can go. You can search your partner. Who wants to be Ira partners?
Me.
Okay, Raka, and then we'll read this story alone.
Alright, ma'am.
Okay, you can try to read it first, and after that I would like you to read out loud. Jadi kalian bisa coba dibaca dulu saja ceritanya, and after that please dibaca kembali tapi dengan disuarakan.
Alright.
Okay, time is yours.
One summer.
Tapi itu siap dia tengah dalam di ruang.
Ini kan? Ada di lengkap ya. Kasih lengkap terus ya kan dia udah. I finished with
Alright, did you guys all finish?
Me, belum ma'am, me no.
Okay, you can. I will give you more time to read it.
Finish, ma'am.
Alright, so that's the example, and here I want you to come to here and read out loud the story that you have been read before. Okay, who wants to try first?
Me, ma'am.
Okay, then you can come here first, and the time is yours to present your story.
Alright, thank you, ma'am.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, everybody listen to the story, okay?
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, so then start it.
The Fox and the Grapes. One afternoon, a fox was walking through the forest and spotted a bunch of grapes hanging from over a lofty branch. Just the thing a quench my thirst, he thought. Taking a few steps back, the fox jumped and just missed the hanging grapes. Again, the fox took a few paces back and tried to reach them but still failed. Finally, he gave up, and the fox turned up his nose and said, "They're probably sore anyway." And he continued walk away. And for the moral of the story is, it's easy to despise what you cannot have.
Okay, thank you so much, Stephanie. That was such a good presentation. You have a good voice acting for the story. Alright, now for peers, Ira and Raka, please come here and please present your story. You can switch from who read from here and who reads from the other part. Alright, please come here. Time is yours.
The ant and the grasshopper. One summer's day in a field, a grasshopper was hopping about, creeping and singing to its birds and passed by, growing along with great effort and store up food for the winter, say the ant. And I recommend you to do the same.
Okay, let's continue. Why bother about winter? Said the grasshopper. We have got plenty of food at present. But the ant went on its way and continued its toil. When winter came, the grasshopper found itself dying of hunger, while it saw the ants distributing every day corn and grain from the stores they had collected in summer. Then the grasshopper knew. The moral message of the story is: work today and you can reap the benefits tomorrow.
Oh wow, that was such a great presentation. Thank you so much, Hira and Ranka. You can go to sit down. Yeah. Alright. Wow, I can believe you all have a great presentation of your story. It's really interesting. Okay. Now, I have another story in here. You can see my screen here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in here, the title of the story is The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's a short story, so you can read it first. But after this, I have 5 questions that you should to answer related to the story that been read. So first of all, let's try to read the story of the boy who cried wolf. After that, please try to answer the 5 questions. Okay?
Okay.
Time is yours to read it first and try to answer the question. So I will give you 10 minutes to process and read and to analyze the question.
Day mana mah? Anu IP Day-nya bulan A tanggal 210 iya kan networknya
Alright, so are you finished or do you need more time?
Finish, ma'am.
Okay, finished, right? So, let's try to answer this question related to the story of the boy who cried wolf. Let's go with the first question. What is the theme of the story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf? Anybody wants to answer it?
Ma'am,
Okay, then.
the theme of the story is revolve around the consequences of dishonesty. Like that, ma'am. So if we lie, nobody trusts us.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, the story is about the effects or the effects of lying to someone. And next, what is the plot of the story? Anybody wants to answer it?
Me.
Okay, Raka?
Alright. So the plot is about a boy who constantly cries out for help by claiming there is a wolf when there is one. And for fun, this habit of lying becomes a habit, and when a real wolf appears and he cries out for help, the villagers no longer believe him, leading to a tragic consequence.
Okay, thank you. Next, the third question. Who are the characters in the story?
Me, miss.
Okay, Ira.
The characters in the story is the boy, the villager, and the village.
Wow. Okay, yes, there are three characters in the story. And number 4. Where is the setting in the story? Anybody wants to answer it?
Me again.
Okay, Ira.
The setting is the story in the The story is typically set in a rural area.
Okay, so it's a rural area or it's like a hills area. Jadi di sebuah perbukitan. Karena ini itu apa ya? Mengawasi domba yang sedang makan rumput. And next, the last question. What is the moral of the story?
Me.
Oke, Raka.
Alright. The moral message of the story is about the consequences of dishonesty and the importance of credibility. It warns against the habit of lying or deceit, as it can lead to losing trust and credibility.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So, the moral of the story ya, kita tuh jangan bohong gitu ya. Kita tidak boleh berbohong karena sekali kita berbohong, orang lain tidak akan percaya pada kita. Alright, so that's all the question. Thank you so much. Wow, I can't believe you already understand what the story is. Okay, so today we have learned about short story. So short story is a short story that can be finished in one sitting, and it's shorter than a novel or a book. And also, a short story has three structures. The first one is orientation, second one is conflict, and the last one is resolution. And short story also has five key elements. The first one is characters, second one is setting, the third one is conflict, the fourth one is theme, and the last one is plot. Okay, that's all our material for today. Do you have any question related to the material or any other question related to our activity today? No, miss. Okay, so that's all our material for today. Let's all say alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahirobbilalamin. Thank you so much for your attention. Next meeting we will learn about descriptive text. So see you again in next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.